Hello all coaster enthusiasts. In this video, I would like to talk about my Six Flags and Cedar Fair 2025 predictions. Yes, I haven't been uploading for months or weeks or so. This video will be interesting and I will catch up with all the coaster content and we'll try our best to upload coaster videos. For some of you who don't know that what happened in the coaster community, I will not talk about in this video. We will talk about the next video sooner enough until I upload very soon. Now, let's get on to it. Our first park is gonna be Six Flags Mexico. For my prediction, there's so many parks in Mexico, but some they're not. I guess it's not a huge fan for getting newer rides for addition for Six Flags parks. For my prediction, I might say that Six Flags Mexico will be adding a super loop, which is not a coaster. This will be interesting for placing this coaster at Six Flags Mexico. Next up is Six Flags Magic Mountain, and we have seen so many construction demolishing the old theater, which is, am I guessing it's probably going to be a confirmed coaster? But yeah, we saw the teasers on Instagram saying that there is a teaser for that armor bird thingy, whatever that is. But yeah, I think it's going to be a type of coaster. We don't know exactly. Six Flags might confirm a Vekoma coaster or a B&M dive. Well, I don't know what exactly is going to happen. We'll see what happens from the next future or so for next year. We might see a lot of roller coasters. Like, wow, there might be gaining like 21 roller coasters or demolishing the other. But I don't know what's gonna happen next, but we'll find out pretty soon. Next park is Six Flags America. The next roller coaster we do not know is there might be getting a RMC type of retheming, refurbished roller coaster, but we don't know what exactly they're getting, a flat ride or whatsoever. For my prediction, I'd say Roar might get a RMC. For pretty much idea, just like the Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, this might be interesting for getting a RMC Roar or type of roller coaster title name, which is pretty intense because I think I like this addition. This will be perfect for this landscaping in the skyline, which is probably right next to Superman and other rides like whatsoever. Yes, we already know that Six Flags had a lot of announcements, but to catch up, there are so many additions for Six Flags America, and they're trying their best to save money and investment, but I respect that, but they have to keep their profits high. Moving on to our next park. The two parks, on my guess, we do not know if they're getting new rides. Frontier City, Six Flags Great Escape, I don't think they're not getting a new ride for next year, which is, I'm guessing they might add something, but for me, I don't think they're getting new rides for next year. So that's up with that. Coming to Six Flags Great Adventure, yes, they got a resort, and yes, the Flash vertical velocity is going to be intense of new skyline. My prediction is going to be a bigger coaster, which is they might take over this land. For me, I would say a B&M wing coaster. Possibly it's going to be a lift tail coaster for my prediction, or they're going to have lots of inversions or over the entrance, just like Cedar Point has. Yeah, that will be perfect. That will be exactly perfect, just like Gatekeeper at Cedar Point. That will be amazing. I mean, I could imagine if it will be looking over the skyline and the parking lot of Great Adventure. But that will dominate Cedar Point, unfortunately. Coming to Six Flags St. Louis, I know there are so many rides that I'm not guessing, which is I might be wrong. For my prediction, I might say something even fun, something rumor, something very fun that will trigger the community. For me, I predict that Six Flags St. Louis will get a RMC boss. That this will be a greatest idea ever. That will be amazing for Six Flags Entertainment. And this coaster is going to be looking amazing. For this coaster, I might guess the title name. I'm going to call it a Troller Coaster, which is a theme of wilderness, of elves or whatsoever, or some superhero like that. But this coaster will be insane, had tons of airtime, tons of inversions, and it might be enough G-force for enough people whatsoever. But the coaster enthusiasts are saying that RMC Boss will never be placed at Six Flags St. Louis. But that's not the case scenario. For me, I just want everything to be perfect. This ride needs to have RMC. Not so raggedy, not so rough, not so hurdy or whatsoever. It's just rough. I just don't like rough rides for me, for my opinion. Anyways, let's just move on. Moving on to our next park is Six Flags Over Georgia. And this park has no room for a new ride. Yes, we already know that Intamin Splash Ride, spinning coaster whatsoever is it's really good addition for Six Flags. But Six Flags Over Georgia, they might be rumored a new ride or a new roller coaster. Am I seeing enough rides or flat rides whatsoever? I might guessing that it might be rumored, but I'm thinking that it's going to be a SNS 40 free spin. That will be a good prediction for everything. I'm trying to guess, but if I'm wrong, that's okay. It's like a guessing game whatsoever, because this ride could fit the Six Flags skyline and the addition for the opacity of these rides. But yeah, that will take capacity of this ride, and that will affect the guests. Moving on to the next park is Six Flags New England. I'm guessing there's no room for other parks, but for my prediction, I might say they're getting a Mack coaster or a Mack flat ride whatsoever, but we do not know. For me, I would say they're getting a new splash ride, which will take more room to demolish something else. I predict they're getting a Mack Power Splash ride. That will take more room for other parks, but I'm sorry I ran out of ideas. But I know you guys want to like and subscribe, but I tried to think about it, but it's kind of hard to think. Yes, I understand that you will disagree or agree, but that's my prediction. It's just a prediction of the future facts. Let's just get on to it, because this is good. This is a good ride for a lot of people for the summer break, for the winter season. Yes, Aquaman has the same thing for my home park, and this will take more space for that. Let's get on to our next park is Six Flags Great America. Yes, there's no flat ride, nothing else, but this will take the skies for our DC Universe area. For my prediction, I might say they're getting a Star Flyer at Six Flags Great America. I believe it's going to be called Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth, just like Six Flags America has. That will be great for Six Flags Edition for the park. Now, moving on to Six Flags Darien Lake, we don't know if they're getting a flat ride or a coaster. I might be guessing they're getting a Kitty Edition ride whatsoever, or Bugs Bunny Boomtown. That will take necessary caution of park goers. But yeah, Six Flags Darien Lake will take space of this land or whatsoever. I might be guessing they're getting a kiddie area, going to be called Bugs Bunny Boomtown. Yeah, that will be good for a lot of kids to enjoy, or family will enjoy other rides and whatsoever in the parks and stuff like this. But I don't know. It's just too much. I'm sorry. I get too much talking. Anyways, let's move on. Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I'm guessing they're getting another roller coaster, or in this area, in this boardwalk. I'm guessing that I might be getting a Intamin hyper coaster at my other home park. That will be amazing. I would love to see a new roller coaster right next to Pandemonium at the boardwalk. I think it's going to be called Texas Revolution. Yeah, that will be amazing for Six Flags Fiesta Texas Skyline. And it might take a lot of space for this land, or it might take a lot of energy and slope of this. Yeah, that will take a lot of land, and yeah, it's going to take a lot of spacing of this ride, and it will cost a matter of fact of millions of dollar investment. And this looks amazing, and I've seen the animations before, and I might predict that, but I might be guessing I'm right or wrong. And finally, for my home park, Six Flags Over Texas, my home park, what I really want is a roller coaster that will take space of this land. What I want to get rid of is the Texas Arena Center right next to Shockwave. And I'm guessing that this will take more land, and this ride, oh my goodness, I can imagine I will get a roller coaster. For my design I made, it's going to take more space. And I'm guessing that this B&M dive coaster, yeah, it's going to be big. Yeah, it's going to take more space. And by the way, we want more than that. 2 flat rides. I'm guessing I wanted is the 2 Zamperla rides, a Zamperla Super Air Racer, and a Zamperla Nebulas. And for me, I would love to see the landscaping of this new area of the ride that will take over the stadium into this. That's my imagination. Before I want to talk about this, be sure you like and subscribe. If you love YouTube videos or love roller coaster content, please like and subscribe and hit the notification button, and we'll try our best to upload videos. Anyways, let's talk about what happened. For my imagination, this ride and the flat rides, I really want to make imaginations. A roller coaster designer will make good, wise career decisions. And for me, that's my imagination. All I want is a land that will make imagination happen. And this roller coaster and a flat ride, with 2 exactly, that will be amazing. But unfortunately, the cost of this land is at least $26 million investment. The dive coaster is at least $25 million, and 2 Zamperla rides is at least $800,000, and it costs like $26 million for my calculations. Yes, this is big, and Six Flags does not have the endorsement of our money investment, and I don't know if they don't have enough money, but that's a tough pill to swallow, and it punches right in the stomach. Yes, I understand. This is a bigger game changer. I really wanted it, and it's going to be huge. Yeah, I know you guys are going to agree or disagree, but let's get on to it. Now let's move on to Cedar Fair Edition. Cedar Fair might have flat rides or roller coasters. We'll talk about it in a momentarily at the end of my prediction. For my prediction for other parks, there are 3 parks that they're not getting. Other parks for other rides, they might be getting some there were newer rides. For me, Valley Fair, Worlds of Fun, California's Great America, for my opinion, they are not getting newer rides. For my prediction, I don't think they're not getting newer rides. They're not getting something massive, just like Worlds of Fun is getting. But yeah, Worlds of Fun is doing great, but I don't think it's my happy opinion for Worlds of Fun what they're doing. And so does Valley Fair. It's just getting ridiculous because Valley Fair is not getting anything new. And so does California Grand America. It's getting worse because there might be removals of rides and coasters because the park will be closed by some future or whatsoever, because I heard news about it. Next up is Knott's Berry Farm in California. For my guessing, I might be seeing some other newer rides for predicting whatsoever. Of course, I don't see the fact that one of the person animate this newer ride. They're saying they might get a Giga Coaster at Knott's Berry Farm, but that doesn't change the fact that they're getting a new Giga Coaster for Knott's Berry Farm. That will affect the whole landscaping, the roads, and the entrance. That will affect everything. For my guessing and my predictions, I might be seeing a newer roller coaster. For me, I would see a Vekoma Boomerang coaster. Yeah, that will change the landscaping because I'm seeing such newer rumors or whatsoever. For my prediction, I might see a Vekoma Boomerang coaster. That will be good fit for Cedar Fair addition to the company. Next up is Carowinds at North and South Carolina. For me, they're saying that they're getting so much newer addition for, let's say, oh, we don't want this ride, oh, we don't want this. For my prediction, they're getting a new kiddie ride, and yes, I've heard there's leaks all over on the internet, but they're getting a new kiddie area or something big or a family attraction that will change everything for other Cedar Fair parks. Coming up is King's Dominion at Virginia. And I might be seeing that they're getting a new water coaster for my prediction. That's going to be on my number one case. Yes, one of my friends requested that. And for me, for my prediction, I might say they're getting another flat ride, which is it will take space for other newer rides. Not to mention that King's Dominion might be getting a new roller coaster or B&M launch coaster, or some wing of type, which will take space at Volcano Coaster Land, and that will take space for that. But I don't know if it's going to take more space and more landscaping for that, and I don't know what's going to take. Next up is Dorney Park at Pennsylvania, and I might see that Dorney Park might get is that they might be getting a new roller coaster or a flat ride. For my prediction, I might see a flat ride. That will be good addition for Cedar Fair. That will be good, and this will fit immaturely, or some flat rides will place in order. That will be a good cost for Dorney Park. Next up is Canada's Wonderland, and yes, I saw so much construction. There's so many construction updates, demolishing places, demolishing rides whatsoever. I might be guessing they're getting a new roller coaster, and there might be getting some newer roller coasters. Sorry, I might spell that wrong. They might be getting another roller coaster, a B&M wing coaster, out of the mountain, and there might be adding a GCI coaster will take place in Canada's Wonderland. Well, we don't know if they're getting newer roller coasters or so many roller coasters. That will spend a lot of money and investments. That will cause so much problems, or they're running out of time to build new rides for the park. And the guests, yeah, they might be confused by that. Next up is Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. For my prediction, I might say they're getting a new ride, which is they took away Vortex right next to Beast and Orion. Yeah, that makes sense because you have to demolish it because you have to sell a roller coaster or scrap it, because that will save you money and that will get you more money. And that took care of it. For my prediction, I might say that they're getting a B&M dive coaster or a Vekoma tilt coaster. That will take space. But that's only two options I might choose for that. For my two options, I might say a B&M dive coaster will be the best fit. And yeah, that will take space for that. And that's a good fit. That's a good fit. And it's going to take good capacity of this dive coaster just like Valraven has at Cedar Point. And we'll talk about it for the next one. For right now, let's talk about Cedar Point. Yes, Cedar Point. They're getting a newer roller coaster. But it's not true. I made that up. But for my prediction, it's going to be huge. Oh, it's going to be huge. And I'm going to say this. For those of you who are wondering, Theme Park Predictions might predict, well, he predicted that they're getting a B&M Giga Coaster. Sorry, I might spell that wrong. They're getting a B&M Giga Coaster. He said that they might taking more space of the parking lot. And this is huge. I might say that a B&M Giga Coaster will be a good fit at Cedar Point Skyline. And it will take space from other rides. And I might be saying there might be demolishing the... I might be guessing they're demolishing this picnic area or this area right next to Malayan Forest and Valraven that will take place right next to Valraven and Gatekeeper. I'm sorry, I might not see the map here. I might not see any animations. I know I haven't animated for a while, but I'll try my best to build so much good roller coaster design that I built it. But yeah, that will take space for that. I might see that in the next future years. But yeah, I would predict that a B&M Giga Coaster will be a good fit. A 18th roller coaster in a century. That will be huge. I would love to see Cedar Point to have a B&M Giga Coaster. That will be amazed. I would be amazed if this coaster happened. All the coaster enthusiasts are gonna go crazy for this coaster. And yeah, that will make some opinions go through with that. Now let's talk about for what I'm experiencing for my prediction for Cedar Fair. Some rides may not have roller coasters. Some may do, but we do not know. But we'll find out pretty soon next year. They might give out trailers, teasers, whatsoever. But anyways, this will be massive for Six Flags and Cedar Fair to merge. And that's a big, huge game changer. And that's just big and massive to merge each other to make good addition to any type of park to combine. And yeah, that's going to be jacked up, but we do not know what's going to happen next. For my prediction, Cedar Fair and Six Flags might merge each other, and we'll see what happens until then. Anyways guys, thank you guys for watching for this videos for my prediction. If you guys like it, please sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time for the next video. Peace!